Taurus. Welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do a reading for you for September. Thank you for your patience, as it's taken me quite a bit of time. I think I've been saying that all summer. I think you all are due for a little bit of a switcheroo, right? Let's move the earth signs sooner, right, in the rotation. So thank you. Let's get into your reading without further ado, right? All right, Taurus. Thank you for joining me here today. We're going to take a look at your overall general energy. We're going to do a full comprehensive spread for you. I've got lots of oracle decks I'm working with. We're going to get the Sweet Love Tea. We're going to be pulling from the Sacred Forest Oracle. Let's get into this. I want to see what's going on with you all. We're going to get some angel numbers as well. Thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Taurus. All right, let's see. Let's start out. Current crossing, yes. Crossing current. On the top, we have Eight of Pentacles crossed by the Magician. Ooh, you really have a manifestation you've been working on for quite some time. You're like, when is this going to show up? I have been intending. I'm doing the work. A lot of you are manifesting a great deal when it comes to your divine calling, your craft, your creativity, feeling just like putting nose to grindstone, doing the work, all right? But this is, in general, the effort we put into creating great change and creating more magic in our lives, right? The Magician. This is reaching into the unknown, right? And pulling out, something from the magic hat. And the Eight of Pentacles, it indicates time, but it also is around our work life. It's around the things that we work on. Some of you may have a very strong tendency to want to do things perfectly. All right. There's this new belief system too around what you're calling in. The Chariot. Now we've got some strong energy of empowerment, sense of will, direction. It's definitely divine call. It has like divine calling energy around this, but this could be anything you're working on manifesting. Okay. Anything and everything. But we have strong fire energy, strong water energy. Moving forward, finding a little bit of moderation and duality here, working with shadow and light. Listening closely to our own intuition. This is personal empowerment, all right? ×2. So you may be really calling in through every element, specifically your emotional energy, around directing it, okay? Directing it. Wow, I like this. This is solid, Taurus. We've got very solid earth energy showing up here underneath these major arcana energies of the Magician and the Chariot. Six of Pentacles and the opportunities. So this is opening up and being giving towards people. Some of you are acquiring more notoriety. You could be shifting your image. You could be calling and attracting more attention. Some of you are moving forward in this reciprocal energy of equal give and take. I don't know exactly what you're equally giving and taking, but you have an opportunity to receive this month, all right? Challenges overcoming past pain, past heartbreak. We've been working through this, Taurus. This has been coming up a lot in your readings where you're definitely walking away from a lot of you. You had a breakup. You are in search of deeper fulfillment. Some of you are breaking up with your job. I just heard. Breaking up with your career. That's it. I'm done. I'm doing something different. But there is a shift in your energy here, a shift in your perspective, and you actually realizing what you need and deserve and what you want to have, not only in your giving, but in your receiving. The Hierophant, there you are in your energy. I love it. This is definitely, I'm getting to with this eclipse season. This is about your own alignment or realignment, right? Going through this reset where you're looking at every aspect of your life with this Magician, every element, and you're putting the work in. And I think you're starting to see a lot pay off for you because there's something that you are stepping into here. This is either stepping into your divine calling as a spiritual leader. It could be stepping into a new commitment that you've manifested, right? This could be a new spiritual value system for some of you. a deepening of your connection with spirit. What's at the bottom? 5 of Pentacles, the Lovers. Wow. Okay, I see. And then the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. Some of you are working hard to overcome. There's a lot of earth energy. You've been working, a lot of you, what I'm getting, just boom, download. Some of you have been overcoming a deep rejection wound where you may have been picking people over time where in some level you're either rejecting self or you're literally being rejected. Rejecting self can be an indirect thing when you're picking people that eventually you know deep down your picker is a bit off. It's a wound that we carry, and we actually pick people that are going to either make us reject parts of ourselves to be in it, or we are experiencing some level of direct rejection, or both, where this person is literally like not choosing you or rejecting you. It does feel like you are rejecting a connection here in order to come back into alignment. Or some of you, it's not literal rejecting a connection. It's overcoming an abandonment wound when it comes to your choices. All right? There's a shift in what you're manifesting here. I think some of you went deep into beyond the drawing board. You know, when you go back to the drawing board, it's like, okay, I need to do things differently. This is deeper than that. You're definitely going into shifting a belief about yourself as it relates to your deepest connections. This could have to do around your romantic history, around your romantic love life. Making new choices, are we, Taurus? Yeah, definitely reevaluating, looking at maybe you're doing, this has kind of been everybody, like an energetic tune-up, an energy audit. Or is this something that is part of my survival strategy and I want to shift that? Right? Because we're trying to move from a place of survival to a place of actual thriving, right? Where we are spiritually aligned. Let's go into your angel numbers. I like this though. There's like this beautiful current. We have 4 majors here in this reading out of half the cards: the Chariot, the Magician, the Hierophant, and the Lovers. So what does that all that say? You have a new value system when it comes to what you commit to, and you're not going to commit to things that are perpetuating you rejecting parts of yourself anymore, or receiving rejection by not getting what you deserve. All right? I like this because it's caused you pain in the past. All right, let's see. 0110, which is mirroring, okay? And that the Lovers is a mirroring aspect. I knew it. A new belief system in your relational intelligence. This is how we learn through our connections, through love, through partnership. Go after what you want. Unique destiny, inspiration, talents, gifts, appreciation, and gratitude. Now, if this doesn't have to do with romance or connections, relational intelligence, this is about your divine calling and how you're not going to abandon and you're not going to give up on your dreams, okay? You're putting the time and effort into manifesting, being in spirit of service, right, to your calling, which a lot of you is a spiritual calling, and you're moving through your confidence and your willpower, and you actually have a new belief system about what you're capable of achieving. All right? You're blessed with talents and skills that make it easy for you to stand out from the crowd, Taurus. Embrace what makes you different. That's your path to success. Your dreams will soon come true. All right, so embrace what makes you different, Taurus. That's what you're doing. No longer running away from your talents and abilities and skills. Or some of you are not necessarily running away from them, but you're honoring them. Whoop. All right, now we have Karma, 888. Face Up, coming out next. Balance, finances, success, wealth, cycles, what goes around comes around. A lot of money is coming your way, Taurus. Fortune refers to more than just monetary and material success, though. If you don't appreciate the people in your life now, you won't have them tomorrow. This message encourages you to take personal responsibility and use it to realize your greatest potential. Ooh, this is definitely taking back your power, appreciating what you have achieved, because you've done a lot of work to reach this point. This is sometimes when we reach a certain level and now it's time to give back, right? This is when and also some of you, this is not necessarily giving back financially. This is giving back with your wisdom, your spiritual wisdom, right? We work hard at our own healing journey, and then we become manifestors of a higher vibrational reality. And then it's time to pay it forward. There's always this beautiful balancing act the universe wants us to achieve here, where you reach good fortune. Well, it's time to spread that. Spread the love, right? So some of you are spreading the love. Some of you are reaching for more in the month of September. What's at the bottom? Balance. It is. It's all about balance. Your current circumstances are ending, so you might take advantage of better ones. If you're experiencing a significant change or conclusion, viewing your life as a series of cycles or chapters may be helpful. How can you make room for something new to emerge? Yeah, 999. You've been releasing a lot. We have what goes around comes around twice. And we go from 888 to 999. So it looks like you're going through the closure of a cycle where you did not have balance, where things were not fair. And now it could have been in your work. It could have been in your personal life. And now it's like you're closing out that chapter with appreciation and gratitude. You have a new inspiration. You're committed to it. There is a choice point coming in here to not abandon yourself or abandon what you're trying to manifest, not give up, basically, persevere. But you are releasing a lot at this time karmically, which, you know, we have karmic release and a new belief system literally in the cards here. So all apropos for this Pisces blood moon eclipse portal that we find ourselves in as a collective in September. So I'm not surprised to see these. What's the main frequency theme that Taurus is working through? Transition, yeah. From one thing to another, and you're attracting new possibilities. There are a lot of miracles that are going to be coming in for you, Taurus, by realigning here, right? This is personal harmonization, right? Soul realignment that you were doing here, especially with this Chariot and Hierophant, bridging the gap with the Magician dead center. So we have 7 and 9. Another 9. We have a lot of steps being followed here and the upper echelons of the end of a karmic journey. So you can begin anew. So the frequency of transition supports our deep understanding of the ever-changing nature of existence and our lives so that we can learn to let go. Yeah, you're letting go of a past cycle here. Surrender to the process and allow transition to occur with ease and grace. And then you are in a very strong period of attraction because you're getting more confident and you're gaining momentum in what you're attracting to you here. The energy of attraction amplifies the qualities that attract and support us on our journey toward inner balance and harmony. Yeah, this is when we actually make great strides in finding moderation and balance in all things, where we're not living in too many of the extremes, right? It's so nice when we're in that sweet spot. And it seems like you're hitting a sweet spot in the month of September. Let's now clarify. I want to go into the Chariot. All right. Some of you are traveling, or you are just in this transitionary energy where things are picking up speed around your manifestation and you're moving away from anything that's creating or perpetuating pain, where it is not balanced, not equal, not fair. Some of you might have overgiven. I'm getting this as a collective reflection point for you, like looking into the pool, right? Having things calm down and going, okay, what have I learned from the past couple of weeks, past couple of months? Whoop. Let's get all these. We have 4 coming out. The Hangman. Yeah, you are looking at different perspectives. Ooh, we got all this page energy with the... Okay, I'll show you what I see. This is great energy. Taurus, you all are really in an active process of deep divine alignment. We have the Hangman coming out, very much that Piscean energy. I mean, this is the Virgo Pisces axis of the eclipse season. All right. This Chariot, right? Summoning your will. Where are you holding on to too much control? Where do you need to let go? Right? So you can actually just go with the flow. Flow and go, right? So, and this is what you're doing. You're actually lightening up the energies. If you want to talk in practical terms, there could be, for some of you, because I do see some sort of love situation brewing. We're going to talk about it. And also this change, this big pivot in whatever you find in your skill set and your talents and your abilities in your work. Page of Swords is always this energy of, I am going to learn from this, right? Or it could be news coming in. There's something that you are learning this month, okay? On a very deep, deep inner knowing level, right? This High Priestess. This is your intuition coming online. Like you're sensing and feeling your way through September in a very deep, profound way. All right. Especially this Hangman and High Priestess. These two are a beautiful marriage of, I surrender to divine will. Okay. I'm releasing karmically. I'm moving forward on the path. I am trying to balance out, right? These two polarizations of light and shadow, control and release, right? And there's a lot of playful energy coming through. So this is like when we're both the wise Jedi master and the student at the same time. And I like this because this is deep alignment and deep integration work that happens on a real subtle level, but it really changes your frequency. It changes like how you show up in the world. So this confidence has been through almost painstaking. This is when we rebuild our sense of self and our own sovereign power after going through something. So I like this a lot. Let's keep going. Where did I put my deck? So a lightening of the energies. You could have a new person around you where it's a new development. Okay. Or if it's not a new person, you're dealing with younger energies, youthful energies. I feel like a lot of it's coming from within you. As it relates to self, things are lightening up for you. As it relates to other people around you, you either have, younger people around you, or you have a new person in your life, or someone that you're with in partnership, not sure if you should double down on the commitment, work through some rejection, abandonment wounds, or if you're single, you're actually opening up to communicating with somebody, putting in the work, showcasing the work you've done already. This is when we call in a new connection, whether it's platonic or romantic, and we're kind of put through our paces around, are you going to show up differently than you did last time? Or are you going to integrate the lessons that you've learned? All right, let's look at this Six of Pentacles. This is a beautiful energy of equal give and take, emotional balance, a spirit of being in service, of giving, opportunity. The world, there you go. Yeah, this is very much justice and the Queen of Wands. Woohoo! Yeah, a lot of you. I just like that. That was a woohoo. This was get on the bull and go for a ride. Ride 'em, tiger. This. I'm sorry. There's a very playful energy coming off of you all. I feel it. It's just like finally you're starting to feel better. If you put a lot of work into yourself, right? This is when we go through a process like the glow up, right? Process. Queen of Wands, feeling bold, feeling assertive. Feeling balanced, having achieved like this new karmic closure, if you will, wrapping up this old cycle, stepping into the new. You feel like you have a lot more fiery energy. You're feeling more, maybe a lot of you feeling better in your body. This is when our energy kind of starts to spike in a good way, right? Because we're giving to parts of ourselves and we're coming into balance and we feel the fullness, right, of a brand new journey ahead of us, and we have everything we need, right? Because whenever we see the world and the opportunity, it's a chance to close out the old and learn from the karma. And you're showing me I have. And I like to see that. There's no doubt here on you, no ambivalence. It's like, I've closed out the cycle. I've learned from it. I'm now manifesting. I'm in transition. I'm in a strong period of attraction with this Queen of Wands. Right? Why is the Three of Swords here? I think a lot of you are changing your beliefs about yourself. Now we have the Page of Pentacles, which we have it here. We have a lot of page energy. I like this because whenever I see page energy, it's a curiosity of life. Yeah. Your challenge is around looking back at your past and actually taking like a seed of truth and carrying that in your pocket and looking at it. It's like, you know what? This is what I learned from my past. I'm carrying it with me. I'm not going to ignore the truth that I learned. So when you have a challenge or you have something new come toward you or what you believe to be a new manifestation, you have the seed of truth with you and you will never lose it, right? You earned it. You earned this clarity, crystal clarity. And I see here in your challenge, you have something painful that you went through, right? I feel like it's behind you now. It's around a past connection. And then we have the 7 plus the page. That's the 8 of Pentacles, which you start out in the base energy. You're kind of breaking it. You're like, let me break it down. It's like if we're sitting across from each other and I was just meeting you. You're like, let me break it down for you, Jenna. You know? And this is called personal empowerment, stepping off of the karmic wheel, gaining a thing or two. And I see this month, this is really about you arriving in a new truth around what commitment means to you. And it's really your commitment to yourself, Taurus. Like, I'm getting strong, like, I'm committed to learning about myself in new ways, right? Some of you have put so much work into your material, 3D material reality. This is when we start to create more security and stability within ourselves. And then it starts to show, and then we align with new energies as a result. I think you're taking that seed, that whatever holds value from what you learned from pain, and you're paying it forward here. Let's look at this Hierophant. Wow. I'm going to get the what you don't see coming because this is, you've got something coming in. You have a Tower of Truth coming in. Yeah. Yeah. This has to do with a very important connection in your life that maybe some of you are looking at the wounds. Some of you are in or have been in a partnership. All right. Because of the higher, but this is also, all right. I'm going to separate, there's going to be two groups I'm talking to here. Those of you who have been in a long-term commitment. All right. Whether it's a work alliance, this is someone who you've had in your life. You have a past with this person. And then I'm going to talk to a group of you where you really aren't dealing with looking at a past cycle as it relates to a long-term relationship of sorts, right? Whether it's a business partnership or a romantic partnership or a family partnership, right? Partnership has many different labels. It's like your Hierophant energy is being tested here. This is you, your truth, your belief system. And where is it misaligned? And am I actually allowing people in my life where our belief systems aren't aligned? Because chances are that's not going to work out, right? I mean, you can have different belief systems in your family and work partnerships. When it comes to our romantic partnerships, if you can't see eye to eye, it's going to create a lot of discord. So let's talk about this. What I see here in the near future is some of you have really been looking at a surprise in a certain bond. All right. There is a lot of instability that you've gone up and down with either a third party situation. We have the 3 of Cups, or a friend. All right. Or somebody that's like a friends with benefits. Okay. There's something around you having a powerful realization in your belief system about either your community, a third party situation. Because 3 of Cups, it's like not just you and someone else. It's you and someone else and an energy in the room like an elephant, or you and other people with that someone else. Okay? 2 of Pentacles is juggling, being back and forth about somebody. And I think that in the near future, there's something that you're realizing about somebody in your life, or some of you have already realized about this person already. This is when we go towards people, places, and things that are causing disruption in us, and we allow it. We keep allowing it to stay. Because what I see here and what you don't see coming is you actually have been manifesting some sort of ending. 5 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles. There's something that you have to let go of to create space for something new. Now, it's whatever you're committed to, whatever partnership. This could be your commitment to a career that you feel soulless in. It could be your commitment to an actual person. And there's some sort of structure in your life that has shifted, okay, or will shift. Whenever I see Tower, it's a shakeup. And this has to do with this 3 of Cups. I'm imagining it's somebody in your life that you've been just already back and forth about, or going through, topsy-turvy energy, playing hot foot. This is good, this is bad, this is working out, this is not working out. Because it has to do with something from the past, I imagine you already know who I'm talking about. Now, you have no idea what I'm talking about when I say all these things. This is you and you. And the powerful realizations that you are or have been making around your body, mind, and soul, and shifting that away from feeling rejected to more whole and complete. And what I'm thinking here, no matter what's going on in the practicalities of your life, you are wrapping up a major cycle where you are no longer going to abandon yourself, Taurus, anymore. Abandon your dreams, abandon your talents, abandoning your skills, abandoning what you deserve. This is a karmic reset for you. Are you going to give to things anymore that are misaligned, that are incongruent with your own vibration? This is when the universe will step in if we actually keep going towards things, people, places, or things that are not aligned. It forces a Tower. It's a sudden shift. It's a surprise. This surprise is meant to happen. This shift is meant to happen, Taurus, because it's like the loss of some. This is also, some of you, this is when we have a gut feeling about a situation that we've been allowing. It could be with a friend. It could be with a family member, or it could be with someone that we're connected to romantically, where we're like, something's off, right? Something's off. Mostly what I see here, though, I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of you, it's tying up a karmic cycle, okay? Where it's been really hard for you to let go of somebody. It's like, you go from this person's my ride or die BFF, or my ride or die, partner, love partner, to, well, we broke up, but we're friends with benefits, or they're not my ride or die, but we still talk, but it doesn't feel good. It's like the evolution of a connection to then, I can't have them in my life. I just can't. Water under the bridge, Taurus. That's what it feels like. It's like, when we really, really want to hold on to something and the universe is saying you cannot. Release. Close the cycle. Balance out the karma. This person was here I read this morning, in your soul script, but this person may not be serving you if you keep them. Because there's loss here. 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. Fives, okay? I think a lot of you have been in some sort of transition, though, where you're waiting for the wheel to turn, and you're about ready to launch into a new manifestation around love, okay? But you may have been tested lately, okay? Because I see you attracting something new. But have you closed out the old? You're telling me that this has taken time, whatever you've been brewing, right? This Eight of Pentacles Magician energy. And while you've been brewing, this is when we're like, okay, I'm calling in the new. It's just, tarot is a continuum. And from what I'm seeing, this is definitely taking time for you to free yourself from something. Some of you, this is a change in your belief system, and you coming to this powerful realization that you've made it through it and you have arrived in a new energy frequency. All right. But this transition is setting you on a powerful path, a powerful energy of attracting what you seek. All right. There's a new vibrational reality that's emerging for you, Taurus. This is really powerful. I mean, we have very powerful forces at hand. The Magician, the Tower, the Wheel of Fortune. Like, this is when the universe says, all right, time out, Taurus. Justice. I mean, definitely, you've had a lot of twists and turns. This is when, I would say I had like 9-month period halfway through last year and halfway through this year where a lot of things that just didn't make sense, and it was just like every opportunity that I had was teaching me not to abandon my beliefs, not to abandon my values, not to, drop in my boundaries, to choose, right? Equality, balance. I think you've been learning a lot about boundaries. A lot about boundaries. I'm going to get some sweet love tea because it seems like you're going through something. It feels like a past connection you've been trying to release. Or the past in general, like getting over heartbreak, getting over a breakup, opening up to the new, being patient, back and forth, changing your mind or being confused emotionally. Yeah, flighty uncertainty. This is you or someone else around you. There's been a back and forth energy. Some of you, like I said when I was talking, and I'm sorry, I lost track. I was going down the track of there's a group of you that is in partnership and it's on the line and you're like at a choice point. There's a group of you that already have been single for a while and you're just trying to get over a past heartbreak. I shouldn't say just trying. It's not as simple as that, but I know how that feels. You've been back and forth, right? Overall, in a period of uncertainty. Control. Taking responsibility for both actions and emotions, stepping up, steering. Yeah, you're in control over your own life, Taurus. And maybe that's what you've been trying to do, is not let anyone else control you or a certain external entity, whether it's your boss, right? Or a family member or an ex. Hidden desires. There's someone else or a fantasy that's unfulfilled. Secret tempted affair. Yeah, some of you, unfortunately, if you are in partnership, I don't say this often, but this has a hallmark of you finding out about something during this eclipse season because there's a tower falling around a commitment and a third party energy, and the energy is going crazy, and you going, oh my God, I have to cut this out, right? I can't, I have to move on, right? I have to let this go. I have to make a choice here to choose me. There's some sort of fated change. And this is pretty intense, I must say. I mean, we have so many majors. I mean, there are, just so you know, I mean, like, there's 21 majors, right? In the whole major arcana. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 majors. Half of the major arcana is here. So some of you, this is what you've been dealing with for a while, right? Hidden desires, control, back and forth, somebody you've been dealing with, right? Off and on cycle with somebody karmically. This is has a hallmark of a trauma bond, okay? Or a twin flame, right? In separation, right? Kind of pull. Heartstrings. Yeah, something's been pulling on your heartstrings here. Big time. Or someone. Sweet allure Embrace the unknown and let love bloom on its own. Mystery, believe, let go. Yeah, I feel like what you're all really doing, a lot of you coming into this reading, you're trying to put some sort of past connection behind you. And it has been very hard because maybe sometimes in moments of weakness, you let that energy back in. And then it repeats again. And then you pull it out and you pull it in, pull it out, pull it in. You could be doing this. Someone else around you could be doing this. And you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. I really want something better than this. And that's when you say, okay, I'm not going to allow this person to control me. I can't do the back and forth anymore. I'm going to step into the unknown. I'm going to glow up. I'm going to attract something else. All right. So this month does feel like you're wrapping up this cycle in general. And you're saying, I am done with this once and for all. All right. It's a new Taurus in town. Right? Because I'm ready to, like you have, just so you know, you have the 5 of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. That's the 7 of Pentacles. You have it in your challenge. This is really who holds value for you in your life when it comes to the Lovers. It's a choice. You have a choice here. Don't give away your power. You're summoning your courage and your willpower to trust in your gut feeling about what you're learning this month around something that maybe has stalled or that you need to see things differently. You're wrapping up a major cycle here with the world, and karmic justice is being served. I think some of you are doing the work to cut away and manifest out of this cycle, right? And you're overcoming hurt around some sort of interfering energy and a tower. Others of you, it's at that final call, right? It's closing time, right? When they do the final call, right? Karmic completion. We're talking big, big, big energy. Let's look at the Mystic Forest Oracle. This is right on point, okay? This is right on point with the energies at hand of the eclipse portal that we're in. Trust your feelings. You are unique. Your destiny is waiting for you to write your story and pave your own path. Follow your heart. Do not let others dictate who you should be. Yeah. Some of you have let another person dictate who you should be, and you're like, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. Done. Underline done. Let's get Sacred Forest Oracle. This is definitely closing out a karmic circle. Yeah, karmic circle. The circle of trust was broken somewhere. That's what it feels like. Trust was broken. Big time. Maybe repeatedly. And now it's time to move through the loss. Move through the loss. You are moving through it, okay? And you know what? You're going to trust and honor your intuition, right? Even more from now on. Healing, yeah. Healing. Healing, wisdom, and patience, yeah. You've been going through the foggy bog. I read about it this morning. When the fog clears, there's a lot of wisdom gained. We have Owl. This wisdom is really speaking to me here. Look at these. Bear spirit. So maybe you've had to ice someone out, right? And be strong with this bear. I feel like you've had to ice someone out. And just, know that, you're serving your own growth by not allowing certain people access to you. And then we have wisdom. Owl spirit. Just want to show you these in the foggy bog. Patience. Hangman. Learning, right, from the past. Which one? I'm going to let Spirit decide. This one. I knew it. Yep. I knew it before I even turned it. Yeah, Owl, Spirit. And then we have 27 and 9. Yeah. This is a karmic release for you. Let it all out, right? Let it all out. I feel like you are. There's a huge surrender here. 27. Abounding insight, profound majesty, and grace are available to you now simply by pulling your awareness inward. Ancient wisdom is emerging. You know the truth. Trust your intuition and perceptions right now. You are a truth seeker and a truth sharer. The excellent sight of an owl in the darkness corresponds with your ability to perceive the reality of a situation, even in the murkiest of conditions. When this card chooses you, you are at the advent of a time of profound illumination and transformation. The owl sits at the shoulder of Athena and Merlin, revealing sacred truths. In some native cultures, the owl is called the night eagle, for it has the mystery of the eagle, but works silently in the darkness of night. This card can also mean that it's time to embrace your dark side as well as your light. Through doing so, you will be in balance. The spirit of the owl says, trust in your ability to see the deepest truth in situations and in people. Isn't it the hardest lesson? To see the truth in certain people? Wisdom is growing within you, Taurus, in mysterious ways beyond your awareness. This is a good time to sign up for inspirational courses. Messages from Spirit are all around you. Look for them and trust what you feel. All right. Whew. Trust your feelings, okay? All right. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Taurus. Take care. Namaste.